For my class project, I decided to concentrate on increasing my physical activity through exercise. In the next slide, I will give a quick overview of why I chose this health behavior change for myself. Hi guys, my name is Diana Carranza, and the reason why I chose this health behavior is because I myself have gained 20 pounds ever since COVID started, and I also got told by my doctor that I have a low thyroid. So with that being said, someone with a low thyroid usually experiences fatigue and tiredness, depression, weight gain, muscle weakness, and the chances of having elevated blood cholesterol levels. So I found that exercising is actually a great way to improve all these things I'm currently going through at the moment. So let's see how it goes. According to the CDC, some of the benefits and significance of exercising include weight management, improvement on mental health, which can reduce risk of depression, anxiety, and help with sleep, strengthening of your bones and muscles, which goes hand on hand with improvement of mobility and lowers the risk of bone fractures, and lastly, reduces the health risk of cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and some cancers, potentially improving your quality of life. For my interventions, I ended up doing a calorie deficit diet plan, and I utilized a buddy support system and downloaded a mobile app for motivational support called Fabulous. According to an article from the American Journal of Nursing, diet plans such as low-calorie diets have significant beneficial effects on weight loss. So for the calorie deficit plan, I ended up buying meal preps from two sources that specialize in creating healthy, lean meals, which were a lifesaver, since I knew I wouldn't have the time or energy to cook healthy meals for myself. And for the buddy system, I ended up finding an article published in PubMed stating that this type of intervention showed significant improvement in physical activity behavior and dietary behavior. And then lastly, the Fabulous app takes on a gamified approach, making goal setting and staying consistent enjoyable. And this app is also based on research from a team of behavioral economists from Duke and Yale universities. For my physical activity, I did cardio for 30 minutes and ended up doing a 3-mile mark for distance. And as you can see, each week my time started progressing. And if we look at my first week, I ended up doing 3 miles in 38 minutes. And by the end of week 4, my time ended up being 32 minutes and 19 seconds. So this was quite a proud moment for myself. I also incorporated tools to monitor my weight loss, exercise, and diet plan. And I ended up using both a measuring tape and weight scale to see my progress in my weight loss. And for the journal, I would write down my starting and ending weight each week and the exercise I would perform with reps, sets, and weight used. And I found this to be helpful as a way to see my strength progress and also as a way to look back at different workouts for when I want to exercise on my own. This way, I didn't have any excuse of not knowing what to do. Successes and challenges. For my success, I was able to maintain my diet plan for 5 days out of the week, and to make sure I wouldn't get bored of the same food, I chose to get meal preps from 2 different places and will alternate between both of those. And for journaling, this came out to be one of the best things I could have done for myself. And that's because I personally get anxiety going to the gym since I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. And having a plan and something to look back at as a reference was a lifesaver. And this just made working out so much easier and fulfilling. As a visual, I also have pictures of my starting weight to my ending weight. As illustrated in this graph, you can see that when I first started, my weight was at 149, and my ending weight came out to be 143 pounds, and that is basically a total of 6 pounds lost. My goal initially was to lose 7 pounds in a month, but I still see this as a success. If anything, the results have made me more motivated in continuing my journey. Also, it's important to know that CDC claims that people who lose weight gradually and steadily, so about 1 to 2 pounds per week, are more successful at keeping weight off. Even though I was successful in incorporating exercise to my daily routine, I did face challenges throughout the process. Getting out of bed and having the energy to even go to the gym was probably the hardest, especially in the first 2 weeks. Because I'm tired and fatigued most of the time, it felt like a mission to even get myself out the door. And staying consistent with meal preps was more difficult when my parents, friends, or boyfriend wanted to eat out. I did end up having 2 days out of the week where I can eat anything in moderation. For theories and concepts, I found many that were applicable to my health behavior, and I have some listed here, but the list can go on. However, for my case, I wanted to concentrate on 3 specifically that I found to be key elements in my journey. And the first concept I want to talk about is the sick and illness rule. And this one I feel like had a lot to do with why I chose this health behavior, and that was because my doctor told me about my thyroid issues. And in order for me to feel and get better, exercise was a definite solution to improve my symptoms. One can also apply the health belief model since I saw my diagnosis as a threat to my health and seeked out this behavior as a way to benefit my overall well-being. Also, helping relationships was crucial for me. I'm a person who gets motivated by others, especially when I'm struggling. When it comes to exercising, I have also noticed that having someone with me to keep me accountable has helped in previous years. Since consistency tends to be my fallout, by knowing that someone else is also relying on my attendance, it pushes me to show up for myself and for them as well, which can also be tied to motivation to comply in the theory of planned behavior model. Lastly, intention, attitude, behavior beliefs, and self-efficacy were probably the most important concepts of all, since this can be considered as the fuel to my actions. Since my attitude and belief on working out was positive, it influenced my intention on performing the behavior itself and made me more motivated in continuing this journey and gave me the confidence in knowing that I can do it. My final thoughts are that a support system is crucial in helping one maintain their healthy behavior change, especially for those days where one can feel tired, unmotivated, or defeated. And also setting yourself up for success by having a positive attitude makes a difference on how hard the task ends up being. So with any new health behavior change you're looking into doing, you need to have a good outlook on the change itself for you to enjoy the process and maintain it. As in for physical activity, I'm obviously all in for this habit and lifestyle. And as we all know, exercise has many benefits and can help one live a more fruitful and healthy life. And to conclude, I want to say thank you for taking the time to watch my presentation. And for all sources, I will have them listed down below. Adios.